Hi everyone, and happy National Scrapbooking Day from Citrus Twist Kits and the team. We have some challenges for you, and my challenge is to use your Citrus Twist Kits stamps on your scrapbooking project. I have die cut some of the travel icons available for this month, and I've backed them with papers using the May Life Crafted Excursions kit. This project is going to only use that kit. And the stamps that I'm going to use is the stamp set that comes with the Life Crafted kit, the Excursions stamp, and the Life Crafted, the smaller stamp set, and then the larger 4x6 Free Spirited set. So I want to pull some inks, first of all, that are going to complement the pattern papers that I have selected from the May kit. I want to create a background base for my stamping on this white cardstock background. I'm going to use my acrylic blocks. If you ever notice you have a smooth side to your acrylic block and you have where you have the grid lines, you'll feel that etching. So feel for the etching. I want the etching on this since this is a travel type themed scrapbook layout. I'm going to use my ink block with the inks as a stamp to create a blocked background. Now the first one I did here, I inked up the acrylic block and then I spritzed it with water and pressed it. And I like it better without spritzing the water. I don't really want a watercolor look anyway. I didn't spritz it too much, but I think I'm just going to go with inking up the acrylic blocks and then just creating my background. Now what I like about this background and the colors that I've chosen is it really does give a map look to it. You know how a map has all those colors and they're just pretty the way they're blended together. This has that same feel to it, so it really works well with this project. I'm going to keep adding until I am satisfied. I thought maybe I would keep everything in the center of this, but I ended up going over the edges a little bit. Creates a nice movement and direction to your projects. So I will put that map die cut. Now that map die cut is not that large. I enlarged that in the Silhouette software to make it a little bit bigger. I wanted that to be like the actual map and then have photos of my husband with his brother on some of their motorcycle journeys. So here I am stamping off the edge of the layout here just to create some movement here and create a little bit more balance. It's going to be a pretty full spread. This was a really fun project to create. Now what I like to do, you can see there, is I always use an eraser to prep my acrylic stamps like this. And sometimes it's really good to do it while they're still on that backing. But I still, whenever, and I have a couple of times that I ink up an image. Every time I ink up an image, especially using a dye-based ink, that dye-based ink will create a puddle look. And if I see a puddle look, I'll wipe it clean and I grab my eraser and I rub it again and then put it in the ink pad and I'll get a crisper image. So the stamps at Citrus Twist are really great quality, but sometimes those dye-based inks will create that puddle look on your stamp, and you really don't want that. You want a nice crisp image. So you just need to prep that stamp a little bit more to get a nice crisp image. You can see it's this one right here. I wasn't happy with that, so I'm going to redo that one. But what I'm doing is I'm going to pull random stamps here and I'm going to create in that corner. I really wanted to use that little bitty, I believe it's a 2x3 Life Crafted stamp set with the cameras. It's got camera themes. And so I am using that in the corner there. And then I'm going to continue to build around that and create a nice little cluster of stamps. And I'm really working also with the direction that I created with the blocks. Now before I go too much further, I want to create a bigger stamped image at the top, and this circle stamp set from the Free Spirit stamp set is a perfect way to kind of ground that area up there with those block images. And now I'm going to create, there's a couple of my favorite images. I love the leaves. This leaf could definitely go tropical, but I think it's perfect for camping. The other leaf image on this stamp set is definitely more of a tropical look, but it doesn't have to be. I live in New Orleans area and we have those kind of plants everywhere. But they really are just gorgeous. And I was I knew that they would stamp beautifully, but I loved them a lot more than I thought. So I randomly stamped those around to peek out underneath the map a little bit more than what I had intended. But I really do love how that came out. And after I finish with that leaf stamp image, I go on to, it's the little journaling spot image on the Free Spirit stamp set. I love the I love the lines of it, and since I have the blocks, I really think the lines from that are really going to complement this design. So I want to add some of those onto the background to go along with the flow of the blocks. It just really, like again, it just really creates a nice movement to it. And I think it also gives another way to use this image besides just using it for more stamping or journaling. It just really creates a lot of direction, which I really, really love. Now my background's getting pretty full, and you'll see in a little bit, I know I want to bring in some embellishments from this kit. So I'll pull in some of the puffy stickers because I debated on using the geotag from the stamp set in that little circle I die cut, but I'm contemplating using the puffy sticker possibly. I'm not sure yet, but I want to keep stamping and keep creating my background. So I'm going to use that geotag in these other locations where I stamped that little journaling tag. There's quite a few images from these stamp sets that are some favorites. This one, oh my gosh, I knew I had to get creative with it. It's gorgeous as a beach scene, but I started thinking, oh my gosh, this has a torn page look too. So I pulled an ink that would match the craft color of the map that I die cut. And just like with the leaves, I love the way it looked, so I started randomly stamping that around. I definitely did it where I had done those little journaling spot images stamped, and then I started to do it there at the top left corner. I really, really liked how that looked. Really cool look. It just changing your color of your ink with the stamp just gives it a whole completely different look. Now, as I stamp sentiments from these stamp sets that I've decided to work with, there's so many that go well with the theme of this, with my husband's motorcycle journey with his brother. But it's kind of hard to decide. But I'm definitely like the free spirit I stamped there at the top on that journaling, on those journaling lines, because I want a little bit more, bring the focus up to the top of that layout. And then all the other, I love Citrus Twist with their little fonts, with their little sentiments. Perfect for something like this. So I'm just pulling things that go well with the theme of my project. Now you see I pulled in that die cut there at the top because I do want to start again thinking about what other embellishments I want to add and to bring attention there to the top of the layout. And then once I have everything the way I want it, I'm going to start adhering everything. I adhere that map with just regular glue runner tape. And then for some of the photos and these die cut images, I used foam adhesive. Now I could not pass up the opportunity to stamp on this little die cut street sign. I added one more leaf stamp there at the right corner on that green block. Other than that, I added just a light amount of embellishments to finish this off. So are you ready for the challenge? I hope that you create a beautiful background with your Citrus Twist stamps.